My name's Kara, and I'm an artist, songwriter, and vocal producer. And today, I'm recording the vocals for my collaboration with bass and dubstep producer, Kill The Noise. Today, I'm using ProTools, so let's get started. The tempo of the song is 150, and the key is C minor. So I have all of my auto-tunes set up and my tempo ready to go. I have my channel record enabled, and I have my playlist open, so I'm ready to cut some takes.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times. I live in the city of angels, but nobody tells you it's dangerous. 24 hours wasted. Maybe my light is fading.
Okay, awesome. We have 5 takes here, so let's get started on my comp. When I comp my vocal, I'm worrying less about tuning and more about performance. You can fix tuning, but you can't fix a bad performance.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times. I live in the city of angels, but nobody tells you it's dangerous. I live in the city of angels, city of angels, but nobody tells you it's dangerous. Nobody tells you it's dangerous. 20 24 hours wasted. 24 hours wasted. 4 hours wasted. Maybe my light is fading.
The afraid of the dark metaphor doesn't mean being afraid of the literal dark. It means being afraid of the darkness that had come over me when I would lose myself in these toxic situations.
It's fading. When I'm closing my eyes, I get close to the nightmare. I keep chasing the high, try to run, but they're right there. I used to be scared of the monsters up under my bed, but now it's the demons that live inside of my head. I'm afraid of the dark, so I never go to sleep. I keep chasing the high, try to run, but they're right there. It's making me crazy. I used to be scared of the monsters up under my bed. No, but now it's the demons that live inside of my head. I can feel the frequency, it's bringing out the freak in me. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. Take over my body, I'ma let it go. I came here to party, cause the party's all I know. Turn me on, touch my body, take it off, let's get naughty. We're all at the fire in my soul. Let the rhythm take over when we're out on the floor.
Fuck the club,
Tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. We're all at the fire in my soul. Let the music take over till we're out of control. I like those hot bitches that like hot bitches. I like those hot bitches that like hot bitches. Turn around, say hello, make it clap like a pro. Turn around, say hello, make it clap. Lights, laser beams, after hours, the show, sweat, ecstasy, dance for hours, let's go.
So
So now that Karra's vocals all come together, it's time to add a few more plugins to mix these vocals. I have all of her lead vocal comps going down here to a sum, and right now it's being sent off to some effects, wet reverbs, delays, and a parallel compressor, but we're going to add a few more inserts right onto the lead vocal chain to really make this cut through the beat. First, I want to start out with a little bit of saturation. My favorite saturation plugin is right here in Pro Tools called Lo-Fi. We're just going to search for it here. I just want to boost a tiny little bit of distortion.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times.
I love that little bit of grit that it adds. Next, I just want some dynamic control. And an RVOX has just been a staple vocal compressor for me, so I'm going to keep that going here and just pull it down a little bit and makeup gain as well.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times. I live in the city of angels, but nobody tells
right around
you it's
this first line is what I aim for attenuation.
24 hours wasted. Maybe my light is fading.
And with the makeup gain, I try and just pull it down so that you don't notice a huge or any increase in volume when you turn it on and off. So that's as simple as compression can be. I love RVOX for exactly that reason. Next, I want to pull up FabFilter Pro Q3 to do a little bit of additional low cutting and even automate this frequency. So I'm just going to enable automation on here, and let's find some spots where we want to add a little extra low cut to make it a transitional effect.
24 hours wasted. Maybe my light is fading when I'm close.
Maybe light is fading, we'll do a little sweep up. So I could just grab it like this, maybe just put it in the middle.
Light is fading when I'm close in my eyes. I get close to the nightmare.
The next thing that's really jumping out to me is the S's. I'm going to keep them under control with a little de-esser, and I love FabFilter's de-esser, so I'm just going to pull that in here. I love the default preset on here. I just want to pull down the range a little bit so you don't notice it as much.
Crazy, I used to be scared of the monsters up under my bed. No, but now it's the demons that live inside of my head.
So we've got saturation, compression, EQ, and de-essing going on here. And then of course it's getting sent to a little parallel compression here that was just a part of our template. And this is doing the main attack and bite on the compressor, whereas RVOX is doing something a little bit more chill and subtle.
Making me crazy, I used to be scared of the monsters up under.
Can be blended in here with the parallel channel volume.
But now it's the demons that live inside of my head.
And right now our effects are a medium reverb and a short reverb. The long reverb is off. I'm going to reserve that for kind of like a reverb throw. I'll show you an example here in the verse. It's a great way to fill the gaps with extra reverb just on one important word. I'll turn it on right here in the verse and right here as well.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times. I live in the city of angels, but nobody.
It just gives you an extra long reverb, which I'll show you later the plugin that it's actually triggering, as well as delays too. We're basically drawing in the different effects where we want to hear them using mute automation on the send. Now for my doubles, I'm going to do a pretty similar chain. I'm going to start from RVOX, but instead of using the mono version, I'm going to use the multi-mono version because this is a stereo aux. Multi-mono means that it's processing the left and right ears separately rather than doing the same thing to both sides.
When I'm close in my eyes, I get close to the nightmare. So I never go to sleep. I keep chasing the high, try to run, but they're right there. It's making me crazy.
I'm going to put the same de-esser plugin on here. And maybe actually before the de-esser, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of EQ as well. I'm going to pull down some of the high frequencies and some of the low frequencies.
When I'm closing my eyes, I get close to the nightmare, nightmare. So I never go to sleep. I keep chasing the high, try to run, but they're right there, right there. It's making me crazy.
And we'll copy that same group of effects down here onto the background vocals some, just RVOX, EQ, and a little bit of de-essing. And then we'll jump into the wet effects that we have here in the template, and then take a final listen to our mix. So down here in our wet effects, we have the reverb long, reverb medium, and reverb short. On the reverb long channel, I'm using the Black Hole by Eventide to give me a really long, thick digital reverb, and that's what we were using as a reverb send during the verse. The static reverb that you're hearing pretty much throughout the entire song is the EMT 250 by UAD. I have it on my reverb medium channel because it's about a 3.5 second tail, and then my short reverb is the very bright Verbsuite Classics by Slate Digital. And I'm pushing just a little bit of extra brightness and increasing the attack a little bit, as well as the width, ready to be used. And then down here I have the same kind of system but using delays. For example, I have Valhalla Delay as my half note, H delay here on the quarter note, again on the eighth note, and creating a 30-second note slap. So I use the same send automation to trigger when you have each effect heard. I even take it a step further and have a little Ultra Voice, so you can send things to an octave up or an octave down layer to create a very deep or very high vocal effect like you hear here.
Be scared of the monsters up under my bed. No, but now it's the demons that live inside of my head.
So there you have all of the dry and wet effects here inside of the vocal template in the Afraid of the Dark mix. Let's take one final listen to the vocal from top to bottom.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I've done it all 1,000 times. I live in the city of angels, but nobody tells you it's dangerous. 24 hours wasted. Maybe my light is faded. When I'm closing my eyes, I get close to the nightmare, nightmare. So I never go to sleep. I keep chasing the high, try to run, but they're right there, right there. It's making me crazy. I used to be scared of the monsters up under my bed. No, but now it's the demons that live inside of my head. I'm afraid of the dark.
So there you have our breakdown of the recording and mixing of Afraid of the Dark by Kill The Noise featuring Karra. If you want to check out the full song, we'll include links to stream it on Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud in the description below, and we'll catch you next time in another video.